Cosmo is just so incredibly comfy, and honestly, so am I. I'm at my parents' cottage for the week, and it is, as usual, just lovely to be here. I thought that I would film a little cozy, comfy, hopefully peaceful cottage vlog this week because even though I am taking like a little bit of a vacation here, not really, I still have a lot of work to be doing for my PhD and stuff, and yeah, it's just nice to do it in a lovely cottage environment and have that kind of backdrop to the work that I need to be getting done. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah. I am a second, almost third year PhD student in religious studies at a university in Ontario, Canada, and I make lifestyle vlogs like this about what it's like to be a PhD student, especially what it's like to be a PhD student with ADHD, which is obviously, not the easiest thing in the world. So welcome, and thank you for stopping by on my channel. It's a fairly gloomy day today. The sun's kind of been peeking in and out, off and on all day, but honestly, I like kind of cloudy, rainy days at the cottage, especially for like studying and reading, and I definitely have a lot of reading to be doing today and tomorrow because I am currently working on a literature review for a research assistant position that I have. And oh, hi Scotty. Hello. Oh, you're gonna come in here too. Oh, that's nice. Aw. I love living with pets, especially when cats and dogs get along. Ah, it's my favorite. These two are like best friends, and I love it so much. So yeah, I have a lot of reading to do this week, which is good. Like, I like the kind of rainy weather for that. We might be getting some thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. I always enjoy a good thunderstorm, but honestly, my plan for this week is to get a lot of work done, but also like enjoy the last little bit of summer. It is almost fall, and I always miss the summer when it's gone, even though I do love that like fall kind of season. But yeah, I'm just gonna really like appreciate these last few moments of summer and hang on to them for as long as I can, honestly. It's Thursday right now, and I always find that the lake is so quiet and so peaceful when it's not a weekend. There's barely anyone out. No one out right now that I can see, so it's nice to just kind of have a walk along the shoreline and enjoy a bit of the peace and quiet and enjoy some time out in nature. Cosmo! don't know how well this mic is actually going to be able to pick up the sound of rain on the tin roof here, but it's such a lovely sound. It's so comforting. So I have just finished working on that literature review for the night. I sent the email to the PI with kind of my most recent updates for it, and I'm pretty tired. It is almost 2 o'clock now. I've just had a bit of a midnight snack and I am definitely ready for bed. I am exhausted. I spent pretty much all of today, most of today working on it, as well as a good portion of yesterday, and yeah, I am only really supposed to do about 10 hours a week of work for this research assistant position. That's what I'm being paid for. But I think that I definitely do a little bit more than that. And yet I feel like I'm not as far along with it as I should be. I feel like I'm still quite behind and quite slow at doing this literature review. I think it's because I do tend to get really bogged down by details sometimes, whereas I need to be doing more of a broad overview of things, and this is a constant problem with me where I just I take too many notes for things. So I think that's probably my fault, why I'm not as far along, and why I don't necessarily feel bad going over my allotted time to be working on this, because I just take longer with things than might be expected. So yeah, I sent off that email. I really like using the email feature of being able to send emails at a later time, so that I'm not sending the PI emails at 2 o'clock in the morning. Instead, I can have it send really early tomorrow morning, and then I can look like a productive, upstanding member of society, and I actually get up in the mornings instead of sleeping in till 10 or 11 I often do. But I don't know, I feel like I work better in the evenings, and I tend to be more productive at night sometimes. So that's just kind of how I work and how my body clock is set. So with that, I am just gonna get my pajamas on, brush my teeth, and go to bed, because I am super, super, super excited for sleep. So I just had the meeting with the PI for the research project that I'm working on. It went pretty well. It was a good meeting. And now I'm just out with Cosmo. We're just playing in the water a little bit. It does feel like it's starting to rain a bit though, so I will probably head in soon. It was raining all last night, which is really nice. It was really lovely to fall asleep to the sound of rain on the tin roof. I did not get much sleep because I was up decently early this morning for me. So I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I am a little tired today, but I do have a little bit more work that I want to do today. I should really start doing some more work on my dissertation project proposal, as I've been saying for weeks now. I just keep putting it off because it is such a huge project that I'm afraid to really start, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, I just need to make myself do it. So I think that's kind of my goal for the rest of today, is to work on that, and then throughout the weekend. And then of course I just want to enjoy my time here as much as possible too, get some good relaxation in before the absolute insanity that is the fall semester starts. I might be TAing for 2 different courses this semester, depending on how it works out. Because I agreed to TA for the Intro to Religious Studies course, since they could not find anyone else to TA for that. So I said that I could do it since I don't have any schedule conflicts or anything. It wasn't it's not a course I'm necessarily super excited to TA for. I was going to be just TAing for Indigenous religions, which I was excited about, but it's fine. I'm happy to like help and fill spots that need to be filled. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm going to be continuing my research assistant job over the fall semester. And I've also taken on another job in September. That won't be too long, probably just a few weeks, but I'm going to be helping to edit a volume that's going to be published. So that's going to involve a lot of reading, a lot of like tedious work too. So the fall semester thus far is looking like it will be pretty busy. So I am going to take all the relaxation that I can get right now. Plan tonight is to make some homemade pizza, so I'm just gonna pick some herbs from the garden to put into that. Got some basil growing here, some Thai basil beside it, and then some oregano over there. Should probably have some clippers for this, but oh well. These nails work fine. Cosmo and I are just out on a bit of a walk in the woods. It's an absolutely lovely day today, very sunny, really warm, just a really good day to spend entirely outside. So I think that's my plan for the day, is to get as much fresh air as possible, be around trees as much as possible. You know, there have been scientific studies aplenty showing that spending even 15 minutes a day around trees in a foresty area can do wonders for your mental health. It can help lower stress levels and things like that. So I'm gonna enjoy all this, soak it in as much as I can before going back to the city. There really isn't like any kind of path out here. It's all just completely forested area. So I am trying my best to find some kind of like level ground to walk on. Cosmo's kind of leading me a little bit, but it's also kind of just running all over the place. So hopefully I don't trip and fall on anything. And we have come to a bit of a dead end. A lot of fallen trees blocking the way, so let's see. Cosmo, can you find us a path? Hey, can you find us somewhere to walk? It is quite toasty out here, and I have to say that water is looking awful nice right now. So I might just pop in for a little swim. So it is just past 11:30 now, and I am evidently in bed. I did spend most of the day outside, which was really, really nice. It was a gorgeous day, so I'm glad that I kind of got that nice sunny day while I was here to spend outside as much as possible. And I had started reading this book called The Sacred Canopy by Peter Berger, which one of my committee members had recommended that I read in order to put in the theory section of my dissertation proposal. And I gotta say, I'm not that far into the book yet, but so far I am not really a fan of it. I'm not really liking it so far, even though it is this pretty foundational text for the sociology of religion. It's just, I'm just not feeling it so far. So First of all, probably because sociology is just like not my wheelhouse at all. Like theoretically, um, yeah, I don't really know much about sociology. It's not really a discipline that I kind of draw from often. I'm much more of a like anthropology, philosophy kind of person. So, and then I also just find myself like disagreeing with a lot of his points so far and a lot of things that he's saying. I find that like all the little notes that I'm writing in the margins are like, I don't know, me just taking issue with what he's saying. He starts off the text with kind of going off about how human beings, or man, as he says, are like so unique and distinct from like other species on Earth, and like basically how humans are like complex and they have culture and all this, and which is like a fair point in some ways, but also like I really fundamentally disagree with like this anthropocentric position that he's coming from, this very like human centric kind of approach to things, and like this idea that other species are like overly simplistic, whereas human beings are like very complex, and like that's not necessarily true at all, and other species are like ridiculously complex in ways that we have only begun to kind of understand. So I don't know, it's just not like jiving with me exactly. So I will like give it more of a chance and continue to read it and get into more of it and more of the theory that kind of my committee member wanted me to look at and put in. But right now it's just not something that I'm feeling. So I actually went back to rereading parts of Anna Tsing's The Mushroom at the End of the World, which is like very different theoretically and like much more kind of on my level of thinking, and it's very much about like multi-species living and like relationships between humans and non-humans, and kind of focusing on how humans are not at like the center of things, and how other species like fungi are incredibly complex and multifaceted, and like are what make our world function, and like they're so essential to so many ecosystems. And anyway, I'm just like nerding out, but like it's such a good book, and yeah, I just felt like I needed to go back and read some of that after reading The Sacred Canopy. I think that like non-anthropocentric, like feminist anthropology, like Tsing, is a lot more like my style, and a lot more something that I actually enjoy reading than this kind of sociological text. But I don't know. So I think that I'm probably just going to read a little bit and then go to bed. I haven't really been reading. I've only just started this book, Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I bought it during like Amazon Prime Day when there was a sale on some books. This was one of the books on sale, so got this. I only just started it, so like I have no opinion or anything on it yet, but I don't know. It sounded like it would be a fun read. It's like a bit of a thriller, I think, so should be kind of fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna read a little bit and then hopefully get a pretty good sleep. And this is also where I'm gonna end the vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this like cottage week in my life. Hopefully it was nice and peaceful. I feel like I had a very relaxing week, even though it was like semi-productive. Probably this weekend hasn't necessarily been as like productive as I wanted it to be, but that's how it goes. And yeah, I've just been enjoying my time here, and it's been good to relax a bit before I return to the craziness that will be the fall semester. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, as well as videos for students with ADHD and grad student content as well that I plan to make. So yeah, have an absolutely wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.